Hello students. Today we will discuss about the classification of plant communities. Vegetation in any natural habitat not only undergoes development but also shows structure. The study of detailed structure, description and classification of plant community is called phytosociology. प्लांट कम्युनिटी का जो डिटेल स्ट्रक्चर है, उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन और उसका क्लासिफिकेशन, इस सब को कॉमनली हम फाइटोसोशियोलॉजी बोलते हैं, फाइटोसोशियोलॉजी में स्टडी करते हैं. फॉर कन्वीनियंस ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन, प्लांट कम्युनिटीज़ आर क्लासिफाइड एंड मैनी टर्म्स आर एम्प्लॉयड फॉर देयर डिस्क्रिप्शन. कई सारे टर्म्स एम्प्लॉयड हैं उनके डिस्क्रिप्शन के लिए, और उनमें से जो है कुछ इस तरह से हैं. सबसे पहला है फॉर्मेशन. A fully developed plant community within a climatic region is called plant formation. जो fully developed plant community है एक climatic region में, उसको हम formation बोलते हैं. Formation is the major ecological unit of vegetation. It is the terminal or ultimate stable community that can be supported by the climate. और ये वही है जो कि अल्टीमेट कम्युनिटी है जो कि क्लाइमेट के द्वारा सपोर्टेड रहती है. द फॉलोइंग मेजर फॉर्मेशंस आर रिकग्नाइज्ड दीज डेज. और अभी जो हैं फॉर्मेशंस उनमें हम डिस्कस करेंगे. डेजर्ट, सेमी डेजर्ट विथ श्रब्स प्रीडोमिनेटिंग, ग्रासलैंड एंड फॉरेस्ट डिस्टिंग्विशेबल एज कॉनिफेरस, डेसिडुअस और ब्रॉड लीव्ड एवरग्रीन. एवरी फॉर्मेशन इज़ अ क्लाइमेक्स कम्युनिटी. हर फॉर्मेशन जो है वो क्लाइमेक्स कम्युनिटी है and converts the entire areas having the same climate even in different parts of the world. In other words, it is delimited by the climate. In short, the formation is a product and an indicator of the climate. The dominant species of formation have similar climate requirements and belong to the same life form which is distinctive for the formation. For this reason, the formation on the whole has a uniform physiognomy, though its floristic composition may vary at different places. By the term physiognomy, it meant the general outward appearance or growth form. By floristic composition is meant the species of dominant plants that make up the community. Thus, the forests of the eastern and western Himalayas have the same physiognomy because their dominant species belong to the same life form, that is trees. The two forest formations, however, different from each other in the fact that the dominant species in the east, for example, is Quercus lineata and the west is Quercus dilatta. Next is association. Plant associations are the major subdivisions of a formation. Every formation consists of two or more associations. हर formation में एक या दो associations होते हैं. The number of associations is determined by the number of subclimates within the general climate of the formation. The different associations in a formation have the same physiognomy or growth form as the formation, although they may differ from one another in their floristic composition. Each association not only has a uniform physiognomy but is also uniform in its floristic composition, at least with regard to the dominant species. Each association has two, rarely one or more dominant forms. Thus, in the temperature forest of western Himalayas, we have deodar, blue pine, that is Cedrus deodara, Pinus excelsa, and at higher altitudes, spruce silver fir, Picea morinda, Abies spindro associations. Similarly, in the eastern Himalayas, The tropical zone, which extends from the plains up to an altitude of 2,500 feet, is characterized by Shorea robusta, terminally association, and in the lower temperature zone we have oak Michaelia association, and at higher altitudes we have ABS webiana and Picea spinulosa association. An association is characterized not only by uniform physiognomy but also by its almost uniform floristic compositions, at least with regard to dominant species. Now, next is consociation. Associations usually have several dominants. Consociation is a smaller unit of a plant association characterized by a single dominant species. An association, therefore, can have as many consociations as there are dominant species. Some associations have but one species. In such cases, the term consociation has the same meaning as association. Thus, in a coniferous forest, we may have communities dominated by Abies spindro, Picea morinda, and Pinus excelsa. Each of these communities is a consociation. Now, next is fasciation. Portions of associations which are characterized by two or more dominants, all of them having the same physiognomy, are called fasciation. I once again repeat. Portions of associations which are characterized by two or more dominants, all of them having the same physiognomy, are called fasciation. The association in such cases is composed of its various fasciations. Fasciation and consociation are both subdivisions of an association. फैसिएशन और जो कॉन्सोसिएशन है ये दोनों जो हैं सब डिविजन्स हैं एसोसिएशन के. द ओनली डिफरेंस इज़ दैट द फॉर्मर, दैट मीन्स द फैसिएशन इज़ मेड अप ऑफ टू और मोर डोमिनेंट स्पीशीज़ having the same growth of habitat as the association, and the consociation is composed only of one dominant species. Thus, the broad-leaved forests of western Himalayas are an association of many species of oaks, walnut, maples, and horse chestnut. The part of the association dominated by a mixture of Quercus dilata and Quercus incana is a fasciation, whereas regions dominated purely by one of these would form Quercus dilata and Quercus incana consociations. Now, next is society. Society is a part of an association for or consociation or fasciation characterized by one or more subdominant species. Subdominants are species of different growth habits from the dominants. Thus, in a forest, the subdominants are shrubs, herbs, or cryptogams, and in a grassland they are herbs or low shrubs. The term society therefore applies to ground flora communities. The term used above, association and consociation etc., refer only to climax communities and not to cereal communities, and most of them end with the suffix ation. Terms for the corresponding cereal communities end with the suffix CIES. These terms are associes, consociés, facies, and socies. Thus, reed swamp is not classed as associations but an SOCs. The classification of plant communities given above is based on the monoclinics hypothesis of Clements, which postulates that in a climatic region, only one climax is possible. Contrasting with this is the polyclimax conception, according to which the vegetation of any large area may consist of more than one climax determined by several factors of the environment, namely climatic, edaphic, and the physiographic. The edaphic climaxes are the result of soil conditions. Physiographic climaxes are the product of local environment associated with peculiarities of topography. Holophytic climax may occur in maritime situations where only salt-tolerant species can survive. All these climaxes occur in the same climatic zone. The major unit of vegetation under this system is not formation but association.